Hello, hello, hello. Hmm. It's me. Who's me? I don't know. Do you know who you are? Really? Enough of that. Hmm. Funny story about gambling. Um, I grew up in the Appalachian Mountains, and my mommy was a um, Orthodox Oregon Baptist, and she did not believe in gambling. The boy up the holler, he's a little mean brat. He decided to come down, and we played marbles together, and I was pretty good at marbles. Maybe that's why my hands are messed up now. I got banged in the knuckles too many times with marbles. But anyways, we was playing marbles, and he bet me that I couldn't beat him, and I said, "Well, we put up something. I don't know what I put up, but probably a knife. I always had a little knife carrying around because you had to cut sticks and stuff for firewood. So I probably put up a knife." And he put up a radio. Wow, I get music. We don't have a radio. I get music. Oh, he swore up and down it works. And he had a radio and a TV. I figured it worked. We didn't have a TV or radios. I was happy to get radio. That blame thing, Mommy come out and caught us gambling on the marble game. she grabbed the switch. When she grabbed the switch, oh boy, up holler, he took off. Boy, he run fast. My mommy, she wore me out that switch. I'll teach you to gamble. Gambling is bad. You will lose everything you got gambling. You can't gamble. And so she whipped me hard. And I plugged the old radio in. I was so mad. It didn't work. It freaking didn't work. So I was mad, so I took old radio outside and I got me some. We always had tools, for wiring because we had to do our own electrical stuff. So we had wire strippers, and we had uh, God, I don't know what you call it, the pliers, yeah. And so I took that a knife out there that I always carried around because he lost the marble game. He took off and lost the marble game anyway. And so I took my knife and I just stripped that old wire down. I opened it up first. I took it apart. I said, "Dad, blame you. You don't work. I'm gonna take it apart and see why." So I did. Now I was real young and never had any experience in fixing anything really. But I just figure I'll take it apart and see what's wrong with it and try to fix what's wrong with it. Well, I took it apart and poked around in there, and there were some tubes and stuff. And I go, well, okay, there's tubes and stuff. Back then in the radios, they had these old big long tubes, inside them. I put the tubes and plugged them in real good, and they weren't loose or anything. I don't see why they wasn't working. And I looked around a little bit more, and I moved this wire and that wire, and then I see this wire, and it's busted. That's why it's not working. So I took my little knife and I stripped that old wire down. And then I wired it together like this. And then I taped it up with some tape. We always had tape, real strong tape to tape up stuff. I taped it up and I put the old radio back together. Guess what? It worked. So it worked, and Tammy Wynette had this song called our our divorce. I don't know if it's called divorce or what the name of it, but it was something about getting divorced. And so me and Mommy, we didn't have a bathroom or an outhouse actually at the time, and so we went out to the woodsy area where nobody could see us, and we were using the bathroom. And when I got up, I was singing RDIVORCE becomes final today. Me and little Joe will be going away. About that time, my mommy come up behind me and she started kicking. I'll teach you to write a song about me and George. That's my daddy's name. Mommy, I wasn't writing it about you. I didn't make up no songs. I swear I didn't. I didn't make it up. I didn't make it up. And I run, and she's chasing me. And I run by that old radio, and I turned it on. Oh, please come on, please, please, song, come on. And all of a sudden, I ran around a couple more times, and the radio come on, and it was Tammy Wynette with Divorce. See, Mommy, I didn't make that up. I didn't. And so she just slapped her hand on her leg like this and started busting out laughing. She said, well, if you'd stop making up stuff, stories, songs about us, I wouldn't have thought it was you. I don't know what them old songs were because I don't remember them. But singing without music was part of our experience down home. The old regular Baptist church didn't have music in the church, and so there was plenty of singing without music. And singing good without music, too. Them beautiful voices my cousin knew on, and my sister Lassie, may she rest in peace. They could sing and bring hairs on your arms. It would be so beautiful because their voice would just be their voice. No music, just voice. And the voice would go high, and then it would weaver, like, weaver. I mean, it would just like, oh my God, and you would just, hairs would actually raise up on your arm when you're listening to them. It was so beautiful. So I got choked a lot. So my voice ain't way it was way back then. And I've got beaten a lot. So my head injuries screw up everything, and I was choked and beaten. And now I stutter a little bit and say things backwards. And I get a good laugh out of it, Because if we laugh with ourselves, it helps us with whatever pain we're going through. And lately, COVID, a lot of people all over the world going through a lot right now. And my hair's growing. So I may live again to donate again, but it's kind of like growing weird because when they beat me, they pulled it out. When they pull your hair out, it don't grow back right. It grows, but it just grows all weird. So until it grows long, I guess I'm just going to be weird Sandy. It grows dark and it grows gray, and then I wash it with see, now I'm using different kinds of shampoo because my head's extremely dry. And don't it look wild? Just call me Wild Old Sandy. She's a little bit wild and a little bit crazy too. She never hurt anyone, but she'd fight anybody if they's hurting you. So I try to stand up for the little guys. It gets me in trouble a lot. Speaking the truth gets me also in trouble a lot. Standing up for what you believe in, it should be nonviolence. And don't like guns. I got shot. Don't like guns. Hate the NRA. All they do is want to sell guns, make money, don't care who gets killed. And they go out and shoot kids in schools. Oh, not necessary. Not necessary at all. Back in the day, when there was guns for hunting, that's a different story. You keep those guns for hunting, that's up to you. But I don't like to eat a lot of meat. It's not healthy for my colon, so I don't own a gun. But I remember my family owns guns, except for my son. He doesn't. I don't. My daughter does. I live with my daughter, so all you mean people out there want to come at me, I'm going to holler, Angel, get you good. And my grandson, he's in junior ROTC, and he goes to a shooting range with his mom, and he knows how to shoot. Uh, I don't even want to pick up a gun and try to learn how to shoot. I don't want to shoot nobody. I mean, I believe that if somebody attacked me, God would put something there for me if it was necessary to defend myself, or He would give me strength to know what to do. I say, if you disagree with somebody, disagree. I agree to disagree with you, and I walk away. I don't have to be around you. And I judge people by their character. Well, I shouldn't judge. I'm not God. But I mean, I try to figure out who has good character and who has bad character. If it's bad character, I don't choose to hang around with those people. Period. I don't. If you condone violence and what happened like down in D.C. on the 6th, I can't. I can't hang with people, even if they're my family, and a lot of them are. And they think that's, they believe the lies that stupid Fox News put out there, and they believe these lies, and they ain't got sense enough to go to a freaking another news channel and check it out, or do some research on the freaking own. Come on. Too busy watching TV, and I watch a lot of TV lately. Shouldn't watch as much, but with COVID, you can't go out and do anything. I had writer's block for a while. Now these songs are screaming at me, and I'm going, well, everybody wants music, so why should I write another song? Because I can't play no music. But the music's in my head, I just can't figure out how to put it out there. I mean, I can hear it. When the songs are coming to me, I can hear where a horn would sound so good right there, or I could hear where the violin should go, where it's up and down and going, and those sounds. I can hear it. I can actually hear it. I just can't play it. But I know in this part of that song or this part of that song, this would go well, or this would go well, or this would go well. And I worked with some female musicians once, and they kind of understood me. I think they probably thought I was a bit crazy. I mean, you don't have a band. What the hell are you going in the studio and trying to record some music for? I guess maybe bands and me probably wouldn't work very well, because I'd get aggravated, but it don't go like that. Don't you understand? Can't you hear this? And they can't hear what I'm hearing, but they can't play what I'm hearing because they can't hear what I'm hearing. Down home they can. Musicians down there, you can just, okay, this is the way it goes, and they'll listen to you sing. Before you know it, they're just playing along. So I walk up north and I say, you play by ear? Sure. And so I start singing. And these people went to college for music. I mean, they went to college for music. But when you go to college for music, they got a 4/4 beat, 4/4, 4/4. It's so boring, 4/4 beats. Come on, put some spice in it. I never knew. I don't think I've ever been on stage with a real band but the guy that was recording over Maryland, he was recording the studio where he recorded. He told me I do better live because I improvise a lot, in songs. I'll add a verse here, a verse there, and change it out to whatever time or area or whatever. And they just come to me like, so fast. I hope you enjoyed my funny story. give somebody a laugh for today. My daughter got, we're getting solar panels. That's good. Go green. Yay. Take a long time, but let's do it. Let's clean up the earth. For real. I graduated college in 1978. I went to college 76 to 78, and it was in affiliate of Pikeville University in Pikeville, Kentucky. And I got a scholarship from Rotary Club. I don't know what the Rotary Club's all about, but they gave me a scholarship which helped me get through college, or I wouldn't have had money to buy books. I worked my way through. But I went to college there, and my thesis was on saving the planet. And this was in 78. And I believed in it before that because my mommy, she would tell us if we don't protect the earth will not protect us. We need the earth to grow. If you cut a tree down, replant a tree. And you raise your gardens every year. And she would put her potatoes under the house and dig a hole under there. And then when you needed potatoes all winter long, you just go out and dig out some potatoes. It's under the floor, so it's, it's under the dirt, so it stays all winter long. And then in the summertime, when it's time to plant the potatoes, we went out to get the potatoes, and it had little ones that had, grown, and it already has eyes in it, And so you take those extra potatoes that lasted, if there was any lasted. We loved our potatoes. And then you replant those. Excuse me. I closed my mouth. See? So, but that's how we did with our potatoes, and we survived. One thing about learning and being poor, you learn how to survive with little, very little. And so you go hungry, but you learn to survive off the earth. You'll get the walnuts and eat them, and you'll get the wild greens and eat them, and you'll get the wild herbs and heal yourself. And there's an herbal book now. They even study this stuff. Mommy knew a lot of it. She didn't know all of it, I'm sure. But she taught us a lot, and she knew how to feed us to where we're healthy. And then when I did get shot, that's what saved my life. I hadn't ate a lot of meats. I didn't. He said that he had done surgery 40 years, and he had never seen anybody with a healthy colon as I had. And I didn't eat a lot of meats. I ate vegetables, fruit. Loved fruits. Oh my God, couldn't get enough of fruit. Apples, pears, plums. Love plums. Oh my God, them so good. And peaches. Yummy, yummy, yummy. So if I ever am able to buy some land, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to plant fruit trees. I'm going to have a pathway all the way to where the museum is, if I have it my way. And on that path all the way to that, there's going to be fruit. People come to visit, just pick them an apple, pick them a peach, pick them a pear. Wouldn't that be nice? I think also those walls built up in Mexico, maybe they ought to be tore down, take the material for the walls that they used and build tables, and then plant fruit trees all along that area. People could eat together, and not hate each other. When you're hungry and you ain't got no money to pay your rent, you get evicted. Trust me, I've been evicted many times. My family owned property, but you couldn't find jobs there, so you had to go north to find jobs. I kind of wish maybe I'd just stayed the heck out of the north. But then again, if I'd have done that, I'd have been like them old people who attacked the Capitol. I don't want to be those people. No. I was telling my daughter. She laughed. She thought it was funny. Guess it is funny. Here's funny for you. First, they got proper English. I don't know how to speak proper English. And now these people attack their rights. Sounds like me. I'm going, oh my God. I'm not this person. I'm not. And I blame it. I gotta learn proper English. I can't even speak improper English. And then there's text language. I don't even know that. And then they got these freaking emojis. What the heck do they mean? I mean, I get the heart. Everybody understands heart. But what the heck does the rest of them freaking emojis mean? text language, and I'm trying to learn some Spanish. I ain't doing very well with any of it. But I find, did you know you can learn languages easier singing it than you can trying to speak it? And I learned this and I got in trouble over it. I heard my grandson, it was late in the evening, and I went downstairs to get me, my CBD oil is kept in a refrigerator. So I went downstairs to get the CBD oil before I went, been prescribed for inflamed kidneys. And so I went to get my CBD oil, and I heard my grandson sing the beat 90, but it sounded good music. I mean, I could dance to that music. It wasn't in English language, though. And so I walked downstairs. Now, I didn't sneak downstairs. He said I snuck downstairs, but I walked softly, and he didn't hear me coming up behind him, and I was starting to do a dance move like this to dance to it, and he jumped, and it scared him. And then he got mad at me, and he said, I respect your privacy. You don't respect mine. You can't sneak up on me when I'm on a conversation with somebody. And what he was singing was Japanese. But I liked that song. I could solely dance to that. Now he won't let me. I'm not allowed in the basement. Well, too bad, little. But I have to do my laundry in the basement, so. But I don't think I'm going to go near that boy anymore. If he's going to react like that and be mad at me, I just stay away. It's the best way to do it. They don't like you, stay away. They don't love you, stay away. All right? Have a good one. Hope you enjoyed the funny stories. I hope everybody can reconnect again, and get in control of the virus. I'm kind of like a hugger, except if it's men, I want to shake hands. I can wear gloves and shake hands, but I miss the hugging. I miss my family, hugs from my family. I do miss that. And sometimes you run into somebody that knows you, God only knows where, and they just run up and hug you, and you don't know. It's growing, but it ain't snowing. Snow's all around. And then down here, none. Of course, it's pretty, but I stay inside when it snows. Too cold for the so broad. Have a great one. Peace. Love. Harmony. See, I can't sing.